Miss Lucio. I'm going to send them a little message. They'll just hear that. For those who are going to be in the main room, Miss Paulo, welcome. You may
Sorry, I'm
join.
late. I was
No
looking at a
problem.
lizard.
You may join your Texas history room so that if
Yeah,
students have questions,
I will do that. Where am I? There we go.
I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. If you are here for math, we are going to be going over 1.17 quiz. We are going to be going over 1.17 quiz. Here is the link to the Nearpod. I encourage you to open up the quiz and look at the questions along with us. So if you still do not understand, I can help you out. We are all ready to get started. Quiz 1.17, solve multi-step problems. Okay, 1.17, solve multi-step problems. This quiz is due tomorrow. Here is question 1, variety 1, and it reads, Rhonda had $300 to buy supplies for the animal shelter. She bought 8 bags of dog food. And remember, each bag of dog food is going to cost $25.19. And 11 leashes, and each leash will cost $4.65. Maddie, join the English room. Miss Lucio is there. Maddie, join Miss Lucio's room. I'm going to go ahead and help you out and put you in Miss Lucio's room. You guys know how to hop from room to room, right? Okay, I'll help Maddie out. There we go. Okay. So, how much money did Rhonda have left after her purchase? I am actually gonna go share this slide. I've been annotating on this one and sharing a different one with you. Okay, here we are. Rhonda had $300 to buy supplies for animal shelter. She bought 8 bags of dog food. Remember, each dog food cost $25.19. And 11 leashes, and the leash each cost $6 and $4.65. The question they want to ask you is, then, how much money did Rhonda have left after her purchase? Get started, see how you will do this question. Everybody get started. See how you will do this question. You feel free to drop some expressions in the chat for me to see and give you feedback. Excellent, Rajane. Hop on the mic, tell me, how do I multiply? Which numbers do I multiply? She bought, Rajane, 8 bags of dog food and each cost $25.19, right? Leashes. She buys 11 leashes and each cost $4.65. You don't see Rhonda? Serenity. Rhonda is the person in the question. Um, Go ahead, multiply and tell me how much do you guys get. Then you can also say total cost. Figure out total cost. And I'm going to wait. You guys go ahead and calculate. So when you find the dog food, how much is the total that you get for dog food? 8 times 25.19. I am waiting. When I multiplied, I got 201.52. We're all on question 1. If your question 1 looks different, it is okay. I will do your question 1 too. Give me some time. You will do each variety. Yeah, dog food. Oh, thank you, Huria. There's a spelling error here. Dog food. There you go. And then leashes. What is the total cost for leashes? When I did that, I got $51.15. Michael, I can tell you if Miss Smith is here or not yet. Let's see. Juan, hop on the mic, dear. Miss Smith is here. She's room 1. Anybody has questions, feel free to hop on the mic and interrupt me. Juan, what is your good question? Then find the total. 201.52. Deja, hop on the mic, dear, so I can answer you. Was 51.15 cents. Somebody tell me how much is the total. Thank you so much. The total is going to be 252.67. This is yet not the final answer. Please remember, this is yet not the final answer. Why? We want to find how much money is going to be left over. Right? How much money is going to be left over? So Rhonda had $300. 300 means 300.00. Minus he spends 252.67. That is going to give you how much is left over. One is 44.30. 44? Let me see. I got 47.33. Yeah, there you go, one. $47.33. We got an answer that is going to be $47.33. Any questions? No questions? No questions? Preston, dear, feel free to either hop on the mic if mic allows. Otherwise, type in the chat and I will answer, Preston. You have all 4 teachers in the 4 rooms. If you need help, you have 2 reading teachers and science and Texas history teacher. If your question 1 looks different, see if this is how your question 1 looks like. Okay, and we will annotate the question. This is a recorded session. If you want to ever go back to a certain question, you can Preston type it out and I will read. Job had $200 to buy food for the community picnic. She bought 11 packages of hot dogs. And remember that each package of hot dog cost $14.05. Preston, if you need help with math, stay here. If you need help with any other subject, you can join that teacher. If you just don't need help at all, you are good to go. This is how OpenOffice works. It is optional. And all the teachers are here in the session, and you join the session that you need help with. A lot of the people who are in my main session are here to go over this quiz. That's what we are going over. This quiz is called 1.17 quiz. This is question 1, one of the varieties of question 1. Then Job also bought 8 packages of buns, and the cost of each package of bun is $3.55. Similarly, like the previous one, how much money did Job have left after her purchase? Let's get started. Set it up. She buys 11 packages of hot dogs. Ruya, keep an eye on my spellings. Okay, I agree to you, Juan. Very good and very fast. Hot dogs. There are 11 packages of hot dogs. Each costs $14.05. Students, you are requested to work it out and tell me the number values. That's excellent. Preston, dear, feel free to type in the chat. Then they also buy buns. Buns are how many? There are 8 packages of buns, and each package of bun is cost $3.55. Work it out. Then we find total cost. People, tell us 11 times 14.07. How much did you get? Someone work it out. 154.55. Kayla, very good. Thank you. Buns, there are 8 buns, each cost $3.55. Multiply, how much did you get? For the cost of buns, $28.40 is what I got. Deja, are you sure? Let's be mathematically reasonable. 8 times 3 is 24. And 8 times 4 32. So something between 28 and 32, right? No problem, Deja. That happens. Then find total cost. Combine them, 154.55 plus the $28.40. So how much is the total cost? How much is the total cost? Preston, how can I help you? Is there a class that you want to go to and join? I can help you, Preston. I'm going to go put you with Miss Smith or Miss Paulo, Preston. I think your mic will work. You will definitely be able to, Preston, able to unmute yourself. Let the teachers know how they can help, or they will also let me know because you can unmute yourself there. And I see Miss Smith has so many students already, so Miss Paulo, I'm going to put you there. Okay. Then this is not the final answer. We also want to find how much money is going to be left. And Yoke starts with $200 and spends $182.95. People, how much is the remaining money? Feel free to drop the answer in the chat. And be reasonable with numbers. You start with 200. You spend 182, so be reasonable with your numbers and tell me. Reggie, my mic is not going to work. It seems like it's okay. Type things in the chat as you are. Lily, Sophia, Nyla, Isaiah, feel free to put things in the chat as you figure out answers. Very good, Kayla. Thank you for helping. $17.05. That is what I also got. 5 cents or 15 cents? 5 cents. $17.05. 5 cents? Everybody, you all even see this kind of an answer in the quiz? Let me check also with one. One also worked this one out. One, can you verify it was 5 cents, 15 cents? It seems to be 5 cents with this one. Yeah, perfect. And I just fixed my answer key. We want to make sure, we want to also, verify the answers with one another and not just rely on one person's answer. You have some idea. I can also be wrong. I am a human person and I'm trying to write these answers down pretty fast. Sometimes I also miswrite them. Okay. Here we are with the next question. This is still question 1, the third variety. So far, your question 1 didn't match ours. This is your question 1. Has Lupe. Lupe had $100. I think this is somebody's question, right? Lupe had $100 to buy party supplies for her little sister's birthday. So let's see what Lupe is doing. Lupe bought 12 bags of party favors. And remember that each party favor bag is costing Lupe $5.30. Lupe also buys 15 party hats. And each party hat cost her $1.95. Color code your work nicely and match the information. Then the question says, how much money did Lupe have left after her purchase? Let's go ahead and do a similar strategy and work it out so we know. Party favors. So Lupe buys 12 party favors, each costing $5.30. Go figure it out. Then party hats. Lupe buys 15 party hats, each costing $1.95. And $7.15? Yes, I agree. Juan, very good. You are so fast with numbers. Then we can do total cost. Okay, Juan, give me partial answers too. Party favors. What was the cost of party favors? $63.60. Good. Party hats. The cost for party hats, 15 times $1.95, approximately $2 for each hat. The answer should be less than 30. 29.25. And then we want to find total cost. Total always means adding. So 63.60 plus 29.25. Let's see how much is the total cost. Deja, very good. How much is the total cost? 92.85. Then we also want to find how much money is going to be left over. Left over means subtract. Lupe had $100, and we will subtract $92.85. Very good. $100 minus $92.85. How much is left over? $7.15, Kayla says. Kayla, yes. So far, we did all question 1. Question 1, variety 1, 2, and 3. Right? We did question 1, variety 1, 2, and 3. We are ready to move on to question 2. Here is question 2. Okay? In question 2, I'm going to write down the operations. The basic operations: multiply or divide, whatever shows up first, then add or subtract. So if I go back to this question, here I see multiplication. So I will multiply first. Parentheses, 1, I agree, excellent. So parentheses represent multiplication. So let's multiply. Step 1. We have to multiply 3.2 times 2.3, right? 3.2 times 2.3. Add 2 decimals to the answer and tell me how much do you get. This is what you do first. Regine, and then you subtract. There is no divide. In the question, there is no divide. There is subtract, right? Then minus 4.8. Right, Regine? So people multiply. Tell me how much do you get when you multiply? 3.2 times 2.3. Sophia, Lily, Edgar, feel free to let me know if you want me to slow down or anything. So we can do, so it's best for you guys. When I multiplied, yes, Sophia, this is what I got. I got 7.36. And there's still one more step. We haven't done the question fully. And that one more step we can do in green is subtract 4.8. Right? Subtraction always, addition and subtraction always comes later. So subtract 4.8. And subtract 4.8 means subtract 4.80. There is no 0 here, right? But you can always choose to add a 0. In this way, now both the numbers have 2 decimals. I will, Rajine. There we are. Subtract 4.8 means subtract 4.80. How much do you get? 7.36 minus 4.80. Nicole, I agree. 2.56. 2.56. Okay. Sophia, very good. You get 2.56. Okay, now this is question 2, second variety. Look at your quiz carefully. See if your question 2 looks like this. Again, I'm going to write down my 4 operations. Step 1 is either to multiply or divide. Step 2 is to either add or subtract. Look at the question. Tell me, what should we do first? Yeah, Kimberly? Kimberly, is this your question? Regine, dear, listen. We cannot add or subtract first. if I have multiplying and dividing in the question, I have to multiply or divide first, then add or subtract. Write that in your math notebook. I'm going to go back to the question. And here in this section, I see division. I see division. So this is the part I will do first. I cannot add or subtract before I multiply or divide. I have no multiplication, so I ignore multiplying. But I will do division. 1, excellent. Very good, right? And I will do division. Okay, so this is 2.4 divided by 0.1. When we want to do 2.4, here, when you want to do 2.4, divide by 0.1, there is a nice good strategy to do the division. Okay, the strategy says, make your divisor a whole number. In this case, I just move one decimal place to the right and this number becomes a 1. 1.0. In my head, I was multiplying by 10. Same, then move only one decimal place to the right for the dividend. So this number now becomes 24. Juan, your mic doesn't work, that's okay. So now, basically you do 24 divided by 1. You can type in the chat always. Glendy, by 2 p.m., recordings will be ready. I will publish them. When you go back to the same link that let you in this class, by 2 p.m., when you click the same link, it will bring you to this recording. Got it, Glendy? Yeah, so 24, yeah, this 24. 24 divided by 1 is 24. So this part is 24. And 24, now you subtract 6.4 minus 24. And 24 doesn't have a decimal, so you can add 1, put a dot, and put a 0. Okay? Would this answer be negative or positive? It will be a negative answer because you do 6 minus 24. 6 minus 24, negative answer, right? Always write your big number at the top. In this case, it is a 24. And always write your small number at the bottom and then subtract. Okay? This is the strategy. But in your mind, you know the answer gotta be negative. So don't forget the negative sign. Okay, I'm going to bring the negative sign first because I should not forget that. Now 24.0 minus 6.4 is something doable. Go do that. And you should get an answer that is going to be negative 17.6. Does all the parts make sense? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Make sense? Preston, I hope you got answered. And I hope you are in the right place where you want to be. Here we are with question 2. This is the third variety. Perfect, Preston. This is the third variety for this quiz. Question 2. If so far your question 2 did not match, now it should match because this is the third variety. So in math, how do you do order of operation? You do parentheses first. These are parentheses and you see parentheses over here. Then you do exponents, but I don't see exponents, so I'm just gonna skip them. Then you can do multiplication or division if you have them. Then lastly, you can add or subtract whatever you have. right? This is the right order to do math. In this one, look carefully. I see parentheses and there is something in the parentheses. And I want to handle the parentheses first, right? So in this case, we handle parentheses first. And what I'm going to do, parentheses, inside the parentheses is this thing going on, and this is what we want to do. Subtraction. 1, I agree. Excellent. So there's subtraction, and I'm going to write down the big number at the top, 3.5 minus 0.35. Can you guys tell me, will the answer be negative or positive? The answer gonna be negative. In the parentheses, this number, whatever you will get after subtracting, is gonna be a negative number. Because you're subtracting the 3.5 from 0.35, right? And add a 0. So now you have all spaces filled out. Subtract. How much do you get? Good, Rajini. Subtract. Tell me how much do you get? 3.15? You get 3.15. That is true. Okay. Now, outside the parentheses is a negative 4.2. Let's write down negative 4.2. Do you guys know what operation is going on between the 4.2 and 3.5? Do you guys know what operation now is going on between 4.2 and 3.15? Are they multiplying? There you go. They are multiplying. Very good. We are going to be multiplying. Here now, it represents multiplication. Multiply the two. Absolutely. And you will get the answer. Will the answer be positive or negative? Will the answer be positive or negative? See, my first number is negative. My second number is also negative. Think about, am I multiplying numbers with same sign? Yes, both have a negative sign. So answer Rajini, yes, it is gonna be negative. Kendra, very good. It will be a positive answer, right? Not negative. I don't know. I mistakenly said that. Glendy, the answer is gonna be positive. Same signs, positive answer, right? 4.2 times 3.15, whatever that is, the answer is gonna be positive because you're multiplying two numbers that have same sign. So students, multiply. Tell me how much do you get? Yeah, Kendra, 13.23. And it is going to be a positive answer because we're multiplying two negative numbers. Same sign. Any questions? Let us know. Are there any questions? Sophia, I agree to you. I'm going to move on to the next question. I know the next question will be very weird. I've given you a little note as you answer. Make sure you will give answer in fractions. Otherwise, can I explain the three? I explain all three parts. Always, Kendra. In this one, I will explain. In this question, I will first handle the top part, the numerator. Okay? I will handle the numerator. And I will forget the denominator for now. I will only handle the numerator. And it is adding, right? So I'm adding 7/8 plus a negative 2/3. So I can just say plus a negative 2/3 could also be in my mind like a minus 2/3. Okay? These are two fractions with different denominators. Make the common denominator. Go by 8s and go by 3s and find that common number. So, teachers and students, we are back in the main room. Was it sufficient time for everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
finished.
I'm finished too. I'm good.
I'm also done.
Perfect. Teachers, you are good to hop off. All the students who were with those teachers, you are also good to hop off. If you choose to stay, you're going to be learning some math with me. We will finish this question and I will let you guys go.
All right. I'm definitely out of
Bye.
here.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Have a great day.
Bye.
I would like to stay.
Perfect, perfect. So, students, here I was trying to make a common denominator, right? And here it is. So I'm going by threes. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 24. 24 is that common number, right? You see, 24 will be that common number that shows up in 8s as well as in 3s. Rajani, you guys are so fast. Well, 5 over 6, I'm going to leave for right now. I will look at it, don't worry. 5 over 6, I will look at that also. Just a minute. I'm focusing one thing at a time, so things make sense. So first, I'm going to subtract the two fractions because there's a plus sign and a minus sign. So when there are two signs, I know the minus sign is the stronger one. I keep the minus sign, get rid of the plus sign. Make common denominators. Make sure you are on mute when you are not speaking to the class so everybody can pay attention. So I want to make a denominator of 24. That means I will multiply 8 by 3 and that will give me a denominator of 24. I also do that to the top. I want to make a denominator of 24 in the second fraction, so I multiply it by 8. I will also do that to the top. So students, can you rewrite how the fraction will look like now? Can you rewrite how the fraction will look like now? And 1, very good, excellent. These are some complex questions, but you're doing it very well. 1, very good. So 7 times 3 is going to be 21, denominator of 24, minus, okay. My Nearpod pen won't work so good, but let's give it a try. Imagine this is a 24. Minus, the other fraction is 2 times 8, 16, and denominator is 24. Subtract them. How much do you get? Very good, Glandy. Excellent. So I'm going to get 21 minus 16. I get 5. I get 5 over 24. Okay. This is my partial answer. Now see what I'm about to tell you. Anytime you encounter these questions, this is how I recommend you to approach them. I see this big fraction bar. Do you guys know what operation fractions bar represent? What operation does a fraction bar represent? It represents division.
Divide.
Very good. So I put division. And I'm going to divide by 5 over 6. Right? Honestly, division does not work so nicely every time. Division does not work so nicely every time. But in this particular case, I will show you that division is working so nicely. It doesn't work all the time, but sometimes it does. 5 divided by 5 is going to work, right? How much do you get? 5 divided by 5. You get 1. In this particular case, division is working very well. See, what is 24 divided by 6? Twenty-four divided by 6? 4. And that is your answer. Okay. Normally, for dividing, we will use keep, change, flip, right? Every time do that. But in this very specific, very rare case, division was just so much working. I just did not have to do KCF. And it worked. 5 divided by 5, 1. 24 divided by 6, 4. And 1 over 4 is the answer. This marks the end of this session. I will pick from here, from question 3, variety 2, tomorrow. Tomorrow, open office at 9:30, Floyd. No, Floyd. Tomorrow, open office at 9:30. Teachers are in meetings with the principal between 10 till noon. So no, you cannot expect me to have sessions. Open office at 9:30. If you want continuation of this quiz, join at 9:30, right? Thank you so much for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day.